Hi!
Hello there.
The sun was merciless that day. On the dirt floor of a forgotten street sat a girl with long, snow-white hair. Her pale skin glowed faintly in the light, and her soft pink eyes shimmered with hunger and sadness. She wore nothing but an old, tattered white gown. Then, the sound of armoured footsteps broke the silence. A royal guard, tall and proud, stopped before her. Without a word, he pulled her to her feet. Around her, other poor girls were gathered too. Together, they were led through the grand gates of a palace she had only seen from afar. Inside, golden walls shone brighter than the sun outside. Maids rushed to her side, bathing her, brushing her long white hair and dressing her in a glittering gown of silk and jewels. She hardly recognized herself in the mirror. Then the doors opened. The king entered. His hair was black as night, his skin a deep golden tan, his eyes glowing red beneath dark kohl. Handsome and radiant, he walked past the other girls and stopped directly before her. He lifted her hand. His lips brushed against her skin. "You," he whispered, "are the one." Her heart thundered. That night, back in her new chamber, she closed the door and fell upon her bed, cheeks burning. Slowly, she reached beneath her gown and pulled out a secret she had carried since childhood, a golden sun locket. She whispered words no one else could hear. The locket opened. A flood of purple light filled the room, glitter swirling like stardust. A small, winged creature burst out, glowing violet, laughing with joy as it spun through the air. "Shh!" she gasped, smiling despite herself. "Quiet, or they'll hear you." The creature landed softly on her lap, and she told it everything. The king had chosen her as his bride, the future queen of Egypt. The next morning she rose early. Her maids dressed her in a Victorian gown of crimson and gold, its lace catching the sunlight. When she descended the stairs, a guard bowed deeply. "The king awaits you at breakfast, my lady." At the dining table, he smiled warmly. "Come. I have been waiting for you." They shared bread, honey, and fruits, speaking softly as though they had known each other all their lives. Then his voice grew steady. "Tonight," he said, "a ball will be held. I want you by my side." When night came, she stood before her mirror. The golden locket glowed once more. With a whisper of magic, her gown transformed into a sparkling white creation, wide as a dream, paired with a diamond necklace and a shining mask. She descended into the ballroom, where music and laughter filled the palace. The king's eyes never left her. He took her hand, and they danced. Later, beneath the starlit sky of the Egyptian gardens, he stopped by the fountain and confessed, "I love you. Be my queen." Tears welled in her eyes. She nodded. "Yes." As she sat alone by the fountain, still blushing, golden glitter rose from the water. A fairy appeared, carrying another locket. "This is for you," the fairy said. When she opened it, pink mist and glitter spiraled into the night sky. A second creature emerged, round and shining, the brother of the purple one. They giggled together, their magic filling her with joy. Days passed quickly. On the morning of her wedding, maids swirled around her, one braiding her hair, another painting her lips, another fastening her gown. When she spun, her white dress glittered like falling rain. Holding a bouquet of blue flowers, she descended the palace steps. A golden carriage awaited her. The doors opened at the Temple of Marriage. The king himself reached out his hand. She stepped down, her fingers locked with his. Together, they walked through a garden of roses and lilies, their path showered with petals. At the altar, vows were spoken, and the kingdom cheered. He drew her into his arms. "My queen," he whispered. Then, as the sun rose over the pyramids, he called forth a flying carpet of gold. Together they soared into the morning sky, gazing down at the kingdom that was now theirs. And so their story ended in joy and magic. She, once a poor girl on the dirt floor, had become queen beside the most radiant king of Egypt.